right, guys, we just got back from watching Tony. We're here with Connor Larsen.
Hi, everybody.
What'd you think?
It was weird as a guy who really liked Bourdain, but I loved it. It was a good movie.
It sounded like we just got back from a babysitting job. You're like, we just got back from watching Tony.
Yeah. We're all babysitting a child. He's very bad. Yeah, I liked it. I think it's like a fun hangout movie.
Yeah.
Right? Is it? I don't know. What'd you think?
It's an easy watch. It's relaxing. I really, really liked it. I found it ironic when there's just a drive-in theater and it was Jaws playing.
Yeah.
Because the town and everything just had a Jaws, like, it was like, this is what would be if you panned out and there was no shark or shark attacks. Like, just the town.
Yeah, what's going
summer.
on in the kitchen?
Yeah. Like, these are like side quest stories of the town of Jaws.
I thought it was very relaxing. Like Anthony Bourdain has always been a guy that even if you don't know that much of, you're like, that guy would be cool to hang out with. You know, and I felt like in this movie, it almost mirrored that well. And not him being cool to hang out with, but all the settings. Like, it's like, I want to be in that kitchen. I want to be on the beach. I want to be hanging out on that porch.
You like all the characters and you want to just keep hanging, which is the key to, like, you're like, yeah, this is just a fun time. The only parts that I wish they had, like, had more hanging and less plot, which is a crazy complaint for a movie with very little plot. But I was just like, yeah, I just want to keep hanging out.
I'm with you, though. I like just character study. Like, this is a good character study, but just I don't need that much plot in a movie if it's just good vibes.
Yeah. Have you ever seen Big Night? It's like a very niche restaurant
movie.
Big
Night? I don't know.
You know what? I actually saw it because it was in one.
You know what? I'm putting it on now.
Guys, put it up. No, it was Anthony Bourdain talked about it in like a book or something. He was like, it's the best depiction of working at a restaurant. But it's Stanley Tucci at his most handsome. Stanley Tucci with hair.
I'll believe it when I see it. Yeah.
Dude, incredibly handsome. And then it's about like a restaurant that's going to close, but it's one of those classic, like, feels like a play. There isn't really a plot, but there kind of is. But it's just like, if you like these people, it's a fun movie. And that really reminded me, like, oh yeah. If you saw that and you saw this is like the modern, updated A24 version.
I'll definitely check that out.
Yeah.
I bet he could have sliced the potato a lot quicker than it took him in the movie too.
He was like comically incompetent in the beginning, like couldn't wash dishes, couldn't put a potato through the thing, and you're like, I can't. He wasn't this useless.
It's just like The Blind Side when he's like, "What is football?"
Cooking. It's like cooking's The Blind Side. If you're looking for a reason to see this movie.
This movie definitely made me wish to be younger, be able to sleep in a hammock more than 3 nights without having to go to the chiropractor.
Yeah, it's crazy.
The nostalgia kicked in hard where you're like, damn, wasn't it sweet when you were like an idiot and it didn't matter?
Yeah.
The problem is everyone was too beautiful. That's what
Stavros
really nailed it.
Stav did a noble part in.
That's
really
why they had
the
Stavros. We need to balance out all these just like tins.
But Stavros looks like an average person, and that's what they all should have looked like.
When the guy goes, "You look like this,"
yeah,
and he just goes, "What, powerful?"
No, he had some solid parts.
The riffs were fun. The hang was great. The only thing that was weird for me is I read all his like books and stuff and like the nonfiction stuff, and it's like they definitely movied it up.
They social network it up a little bit.
Yeah, where you're like, hey man, was it that traumatic a summer, or did he just have a good hang? And I liked the hang. I thought that was the best part.
I was kind of bummed out when I realized the movie was getting close to the end because I was like, man, I'm just enjoying like being in this world.
It was like Waiting. Do you remember Waiting with Ryan Reynolds?
I was thinking about that too. I was like, this is like a chill Waiting.
It was great, and they nailed all those parts. And then it was almost like I almost think they should have just done it and been like, this is not about Anthony Bourdain.
Yeah.
This is just about a guy.
It could have been. It felt like they only based like that paragraph that they opened up the movie on that.
Yes.
But I think that's kind of a cool way to go about it. Unfortunately, I think at this time they're just like, this will sell tickets.
100. They go, listen, we want to make this movie. I wouldn't have seen it if you had just said it's about some weird guy who spends a summer in Provincetown.
No.
So it's like, it's a good way to brand it. I liked the movie. It was definitely movied up, which always, I'm cranky in that way. Like biopics in general, I just feel like they're usually like, is the real story not cool enough for you? And you're like, the real story is plenty cool. You don't got to remake Bob Dylan as a cooler, hotter Bob Dylan.
Yeah. Hotter, you say?
Much hotter. Much hotter. But I did like it. It felt like a Richard Linklater movie. You know, although Everybody Wants Some is a great hang movie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Dazed and Confused.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, I liked it.
We always do the ranking 1 to 10.
Mm-hmm.
What would you?
8? Yeah. Good movie.
I was thinking 8, but I think I'm bumping it to a 9 because Stavi.
Stav was very funny in it.
He was good, and they used him like the exact right amount. Any comedic character in a movie, they can do it a little too much, but he was like utilized perfectly.
And it was like the hang in the restaurant itself. Like I worked in restaurants, and it's like it is fun. It is kind of pirate shipy, like you're all hanging out.
You do coke for sure.
Yeah, everybody does. You have to do coke, but it was like
spoilers. People that work in kitchens don't know that drugs happen in kitchens.
Well, but all the parts of the movie I liked and want to talk about are not plot spoilers. Like the plot is honestly kind of like whatever.
It's the vibe.
It's a vibe movie, 100%.
And I'm a big vibes guy. Like I'll love a movie and people be like, "Why do you like that?" I'm like, "Dude, just the tone."
Yeah, I do. I watched Rounders the other day, and you're like, "That's another movie where you're like, this plot's kind of insane, but I love hanging out in this world."
Yeah.
And they nailed all the little stuff. Like the music was great. There was all these like little homages to stuff Tony like wrote about, where it's like that's clearly. If you watched all the shows,
like
that's
the
like
books and stuff,
and the playlist from like the TV shows and all that stuff. So it was like, it was great. It felt just like fun hang. And then there were moments where I'd be like, I don't know if that happened, but that's every movie I watch.
I did think, even though they did move it up a little bit, I don't know his story like you do, but I did feel like they didn't do it too much though. Like, it was more of a hangout movie than like, oh, this is too plot centric.
100%. And it almost felt like they got to the end and were like, all right, there does have to be something that happens.
Yeah.
So they kind of, and that part you're like, okay, sure.
Well, let's just go into spoilers now. I don't know if I said I'm with you on an 8. I think it's a strong
good
8
movie.
though. I thought it was solid. Like, I had a really great time watching it.
Yeah, and I don't think it's a movie that's trying to be a 10. Like hangout movies are usually like, this is going to be pleasant, but we're not looking to like blow your mind.
Yeah.
Did you see Marty Supreme?
I did. Couldn't stand it.
Well, like I liked it, but it doesn't have too much of a rewatchability for me. Where I'm like, I don't know how many times I can watch this dirtbag go through this. Where this one felt like there's enough just chillness that I'm like, yeah, I'll probably rewatch this.
100%. Yeah, it really reminded me like the Richard Linklater movies we talked about, where it's like I love those. Those are like pleasant. The problem I had with Marty Supreme, it's like obviously a well done movie and all that, but it's like. I go, you're doing Uncut Gems again, but I dislike this guy even more. Like, I just don't. I don't find like. I don't find. What horrible thing is going to happen to this guy that it's his fault? That pleasant, or that like after a while you're like, yeah, the guy's a bad person and people retaliate. It's not that interesting. Like that was my problem with that. This was kind of the opposite, where it's like Tony, the character's a bad person. Kind of like a kid bad person, like where you're just selfish.
He has room to grow.
100%. And then that's kind of, we're in spoiler mode, right?
We're talking spoilers.
That's what drove me crazy. It's like, it's a coming of age story, which is great. He's growing up, and then he burns down a guy's restaurant.
Crazy.
And you go, you ruined that guy's life. This isn't like a lesson where
and he
you go
tries to go get laid.
Yeah, and then he raises what seems like $43 at a clam bake. And they go,
everything's okay.
Yeah, they go. And then it's not
the
even...
restaurant saved.
He steals the guy's inventory to throw a fake charity. Like, all of a sudden, he's veering into, like, actual morally reprehensible person. And I go, wait a second. I thought the whole point was he learned how to be a person and part of a team and responsibility. And now he's a monster, but then I guess at the end he sort of
we are missing 1 minute of like crucial dialogue in the movie.
Yes.
During the climax of the movie where Antonio Banderas is coming up and talking to Tony and they're like reconciling, we had these 4 old people walk up.
They didn't walk up. We called it, they Pink Panthered up the way they were like slinking through. It couldn't have been more awkward. Like when you get up and walk like down the aisle, people don't have to lower their legs. Like there's enough room. She was like, oh my God, excuse me. Oh God.
Well, then she asked us if we're in her seats. And you're right. This movie started an hour and 30 minutes ago.
Yeah, you were fired up.
It was just such a ridiculous thing. And I was like, you're ruining this is such a vibe. And you are crashing all the good vibes about what's happening.
I'm not trying to be like old people suck, but she was just walking so slow.
She Pink Panthered.
And then turns around like, is this right? Into the people she's with.
By the way, all her friends were like, clearly no. Like she was the only one who was like, they're in our seats. And you go, we've been here for 2 hours.
They walk, They walked up and there's a row full of people, legs, popcorn, drinks gone.
There's no way they're going to see Tony either.
No, they were there to see something horrible. I don't know what, but she just had that classic like, clearly I'm right despite all the context that I'm wrong. And you're like, yeah, okay.
Then she turned back to walk out the long way again down and Reed just goes, just go.
Just go. Well, she goes, I'm sorry. I just go. Like, you're just making this
You're just
worse.
standing right in front of us.
Yeah. Also, it is there. This is just like, hey, go that way and go around. I don't understand why you don't have to go back this way. It's not a sand dune. You can get over it. And
it was great too, because then she looked so confused because she's like, my friends are right there. It's like there's an aisle right there. There's stairs.
It's like she was missing a boat.
Yeah.
Oh no! You just don't understand this predicament I'm in.
It really was too. Like if you had hired someone to be like, what's the most disruptive time for them to come in this movie? They came in right. You were like, no. This is like the crucial scene.
She left, and then it's like
the movie ended.
Well, the music like swells going. It's like, oh, something great just happened. Yeah, so it feels like we were missing a minute, but still, without that minute, I still give it a good.
I bet it was a very poignant conversation.
I bet it was awesome.
I bet it was. I thought it was a great movie. I bet if Tony Bourdain was alive, he'd be like, "Man, I hate that they did that to me." Like because he's such a dickhead in the movie, and in real life, you're like, he had to be a little less of an idiot and a little cooler than that. You know what I mean? The whole movie, he's got his neck down. That was driving me nuts. It's like just this posture for the whole movie, but
he was cooking.
It's true. That's true. I didn't think about that. He was cooking. Yeah, it was weird, but it was great. I just think it's the same circle. They needed to call it Tony to sell tickets, but I feel like it was it should have just been like a random movie because it was a great like.
Well, it's funny you say they need to call it Tony to sell tickets because like that's not even that recognizable of the title either.
That's true.
Like, oh, Tony Soprano movie, was it?
It's like it reminded me of a much better version, but Many Saints of Newark or whatever.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Or Gladiator 2 is my favorite example, where like they were like, I got this movie. Is there any way we can loosely tie it in to something else? But yeah, it was weird they made him the main character is he's so annoying. He's the worst part to me of the movie because everybody else is awesome.
He had some good moments though.
I was more invested in all the other characters
100%. Yeah.
And I liked him, but like Antonio Banderas.
Yeah.
He's great.
He's great.
Leo Woodall, he was the guy that was like doing cocaine.
He was fun. He was my favorite.
Yeah, he was awesome. He was great.
Yeah. He had dirtbag vibes.
All right. He's going to murder someone later in life, his character.
Yeah.
They're taking the notches out of the door frame of girls that he sleeps with. I've seen some psycho shit.
Yeah.
That's psycho. That's serial killer behavior.
Yeah, everybody in this movie, if you fast forwarded 10 years, they'd all have horrible lives. They were all on a trajectory for bad stuff. I mean, we know this because
this was the good time.
Yeah, 100. This is summertime, and by winter, it's going to be pretty bleak. There was a lot of like guys. A girl says something and then walks away, and they'd grab her by the wrist, and you'd be like, "Just don't do that."
That happened a lot, actually.
Hey, don't do that. That's
not
a
good
good
time.
I know it's 1975.
Used to be a move.
Don't do that.
Grab her wrist and talk sternly to her.
You gotta stop her from walking away. You don't got to do that. You can let her walk.
Is there any movie you've seen this year that like? What's your favorite movie? You kept up with anything?
Man, I have not seen. You know what I watched last night that I think's an underrated movie? True Romance. It's.
Oh yeah. Very great.
Great movie.
Well, it has it's the first script he ever wrote. Tarantino.
And you can feel it.
It's for
cartoony.
sure, but it's also so entertaining and so well cast. This ain't White Boy Summer. You know, that's amazing.
Yeah. I watched it with my wife last night, and she'd never seen it, and she was like, "How are these things not like the biggest memes in the world?" And I go, "If this movie had come out 15 years later, they would be, because there's some crazy lines in there."
You must have thought it was White Boy Day. Huh? It ain't White Boy Day, is it? Oh, man, it ain't White Boy Day.
There's so many good, like, old movies that I've been finding on, like, you watch, like, those guys in the Criterion Closet will have, like, movie recommendations, and 90% of them are, like, too film nerdy for me. I just can't figure them out. But then, like, once in a while, you'll be like, oh, that's great. Like, I mean, I hate to keep harping on Big Night's great, and it's, like, of this theme. Yeah, occasionally you'll find a movie and you'll be like,
all right, we'll watch it.
I'm just on here to shill for Big Night. That's the only thing I want to do on here.
How much did they pay you for this?
I got a lot of money from Big Night. 1994 independent film that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, I really liked the movie, but I brought my girlfriend and she fell asleep for like 30 minutes. In spirit of the movie, I should have like threw my drink in her face.
Yeah, you should have grabbed her by the wrist and go, wake up. You guys know? Do you remember Nashville comedian Tanner Newcomb?
Yeah.
We were watching Chance, my roommate at the time, and Tanner. He wanted to watch 2001: A Space Odyssey. We saw what a great movie it was. The movie starts. He falls asleep. I mean, the movie starts and he's out. He's out. We go, whatever. We watch the whole movie, 2.5 hours, whatever it is. The movie ends. We turn the lights on. He wakes up and he goes, that was awesome. I mean, didn't see a frame, but still had the presence of mind.
Man, Stanley really is one of the greats.
10 out of 10. Loved this.
That's what my dad does. But he'll have like, like a big laugh will like, obviously the show ended. Yeah, that was one heck of an episode.
Yeah, it's my favorite memory. Just a guy didn't see a single frame. He goes, loved it. Loved every second of it.
Yeah, the jolting awake to immediately say something is also like, I do that too.
It's disconcerting. That's how quickly your brain goes to like, we're being judged. Like you're awake for a second.
Lie.
Yeah. You're not even thinking and your body's just like, I got to get my way
I'm
out
writing
of
a
this
book for a fellowship.
You got to have a take. Say something. It's great.
Yeah, him being like, I got to tell you the truth, and it just being another lie was so funny.
There were some great, like funny, dark lines in there too. There were some that was my favorite one where it's like, I got to tell you the truth, and then he just doubles down, and you're like,
I'm writing a book about a chef.
Yeah.
I had the darkest thought while watching this movie. This might be edited out, but after it ends, it flashes up what it does, and I was like, what if the first one was just like an android kills himself? 2016 or whatever it was.
He worked in kitchens for this long. And then, you're not going to believe this. Not that he had this feeling because he's dead, but it must be odd to have someone make a movie about you because you're like, they just movie it up and you go, I didn't burn down a restaurant. What that would drive me crazy.
I really hope in the afterlife they're like, if you get a movie made of you, they're still like, all right, you
just screening.
Well, you get.
We've always talked about how funny it is in Remember the Titans. Sunshine, the quarterback, has that scene where he like kisses Gary Bertier.
Yeah.
And like knowing a movie's getting made about you, telling all your buddies and then showing up and all your friends are like, I didn't know you were gay. And like, I wasn't.
Yeah, you're gay. That's crazy.
I was the coolest guy in school. This is so weird. Reed goes, I wasn't gay. I was just racist.
Yeah. Yeah, they take a lot of artistic liberties and you go, I guess if you take the money, you got to do it.
What,
crazy.
Pay for gay?
Well, pay for gay. Pay for gay. Find me on social media at pay for gay. I've changed all my handles to that.
Well, I think that about wraps it up.
Pay for gay.
Pay for gay.
Wait, you want to plug anything or?
Pay for gay.